Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and inspiring entrepreneurs, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to today's special interview featuring my esteemed business partner, Arleen Jones, right? So Arleen is not just a realtor serving the vibrant area of DC, Maryland, and Virginia, DC, Maryland, and Alabama, right? It's not Virginia.
DC, Maryland, Alabama, and Pennsylvania.
And Pennsylvania, okay. Beyond all that, she's also a dedicated travel agent. And let's not forget, she's a notary, right? So y'all, she do all the things, right? She does all the things. Like her unique combination of skills and expertise paints a picture of someone who thrives in a diverse professional landscape, right? Demonstrating unparalleled dedication and passion in every venture she undertakes, right? Arleen is all of that and then some, just in case you did not know, right? So today you're about to witness the story of a multifaceted individual she's harnessed her talents and skills to excel in both the real estate industry and now the world of travel, right? Why does my phone keep buzzing? I thought I turned this off. So where we go from here. So Arleen's journey, in my opinion, exemplifies the power of versatility, right? Showcasing how one person can seamlessly navigate different domains, right? And leverage those same strengths to create a fulfilling and prosperous career, right? So listen, as we delve into her experiences and challenges, because y'all know she can't do all the things about the challenges, right? But there's also triumphs, right? My intention is to provide you with a glimpse into the type of caliber individuals who decide to join me in the travel business, right? So Arleen's story is a testament to the limitless potential that resides within each and every one of us, right? It serves as, or it should serve as an inspiration, right? Illuminating the path for those of you who aspire to embrace your innate gifts and talents, right? Transforming them into what? Thriving travel businesses, right? So without further ado, Arleen Jones, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, because the lights in my face is like really bright, so I want to make sure that you can see me. So
yes, on my end is behind you.
okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So welcome. Arleen, you are a fairly new travel agent, and how long has it been? Has not even been 30 days yet, right?
It has not been 30 days.
Right. And so guys, if you don't know, Arleen found me on TikTok, and what's crazy is we literally live miles apart from each other, but we had to find ourselves on TikTok, right? So Arleen, let's jump into my first question, which is what inspired you to enter into the travel industry?
What inspired me to enter into the industry is because I love to travel. And because I love to travel, I have friends that love to travel too. And sometimes those friends are the ones that are always calling you. Can you book us a trip? Can we get together? Can we go somewhere? Now's the time. And I used to pass this all off to one of my good girlfriends. And then it became my job. So I figured since it was my job, then I might as well do it and get paid for it.
Absolutely.
And still reap the rewards.
Yes. And that's the thing, guys. If you've ever listened to anything I've ever said on any of the platforms, if you are the person who is planning, if you're in a sorority and you plan a sorority trip, if you are on the family reunion committee, right? If you are the person who always plans the family trips or the girls trip, like this business is for you. You're doing all the work anyway. So why not get paid for it? Just like you said, right? It's not that complicated. It just makes sense, at least for me, right? And so the second question I have for you, Arleen, is were there any personal passions or interests that influenced your decision to become a travel business owner? Was there anything personally besides the fact that people was just passing stuff off to you?
Beside that, when I, like I said, we found each other on TikTok. Sometimes I believe that sometimes things come before you because it's the right time. it's the right place, and it's the right person presented to you.
Mm-hmm.
And because of all of those things were in alignment, then and now was the time for me to do it.
I 100% believe that everything happens in divine timing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you and I live miles apart, but it wasn't the right time for any of this to happen. And so I totally agree with you on that. I'm just excited I was able to connect with you, right? Anytime I'm able to meet women, particularly who are business minded, open minded, ready, and goal oriented, those are the kind of people I love to attach myself to. So I was just, and then I got to, she met me on TikTok early in the week, and I got to actually meet her in person that same week, right? So that was extra special for me, right? Because most of my business partners are not even in the same state, right? They scattered across the US. So to be able to have one that was local, I was like, yes, right? So that for me, this is my brand of goofy, y'all. It's gonna be all right. So the third question kind of goes with the second question, but it's, how do you think your background skills uniquely qualified you for a career in the travel business? And remember, y'all, Arleen got a whole bunch of skills. Like, she's a realtor and a notary, right? So she has a whole host of skills. So Arleen, how do you think your skills qualified you to be this travel business owner now?
I believe my skills, because one, to be able to do multiple businesses, you have to be a little organized and a little ODC too, because you have to have things in place in order for it to operate and run correctly. And because one, like Deneen was saying, I do a lot of different things. I am an Eastern Star, which is in the Masonic family. I'm a daughter, which is a Shriner. And because I'm licensed in different states, I need to be able to get to those states and be able to book my own travel, and is amazing opportunity for me.
Right.
But because I'm a notary, I know a lot of people, and people trust me.
And
I'm
that's
not, yeah, so I'm not going to steer a person down the wrong track. I'm not going to just do something for the money or, because it sounds like a good idea. No, I have to have a standard, and I live by that standard.
That's amazing. And like I said, y'all, I did not even know Arleen, but it was something about this connection that was meant to be. And trust is a big factor. Trust is one of the reasons why I'm choosing to do an interview in this way, because I want folks to understand that this is a bona fide opportunity, right? And you don't have to be a full-time travel business owner. Arleen is very busy, and she's still able to do it. You understand? So I think that trust and being able to multitask and be organized is very, very important, right? So the next question, have you always been interested in different cultures and destination, or was it a passion that developed over time?
I think it's a passion that developed over time because I was born in Alabama. I grew up in DC, Southeast, and during the time that it was
Southeast.
considered the chocolate city. So most of the people I knew was only one type of person. That was a person that looked like me. When I went to college, I went to HBCU. Wilberforce University. They look like me. I needed to be able to broaden my scope and to know people in different places, different cultures. So as I started in the workforce, I had the opportunity to meet people from all over. And because my mom used to house people that were coming to the United States in order to learn meteorology. She had all different types of people living in her house for like 3 months at a time.
That's kind of interesting. Wow.
It really was. So in her house right now to this day even though she's passed, we still have the pictures of all the different students that have come and have stayed, from Africa, from China, from everywhere that they've come. So when they come, they cook, you learn their culture and different things about the people.
That is wow. That probably was a great upbringing, right?
Yes,
You
yes.
and that I would think that would balance out the fact that you were in Chocolate City, right?
Yes.
Even though we know now as adults that the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area is really an eclectic area now, right?
Now,
Because
yes.
it is the seat of the U.S. government, right? And everybody from all over the country and world want to come into this area and live here or work here, right? So now it's really, really eclectic. So I think that the way your upbringing was really, I didn't. So I was raised in Maryland, mostly in Maryland. So it was half DC, half Maryland, right? And when I left DC and went to Maryland, that's when I was exposed to more cultures, right? Mostly more different types of Latino countries, right? Lived in Montgomery County, right? But it wasn't really until I got into the Air Force where that is where I got to meet people from different cultures, and just people, even different people from different parts of the states. The United States is a vast nation, and we have so many different flavors and accents and just different ways of living life that I when I was in the Air Force is when I got exposed to so many different cultures. And in fact, in the Air Force is where I got bit by the travel bug, because that was my very first plane ride, was the basic training. Now, yes, it was nothing sexy or cool. It was just going to San Antonio, Texas. But for me, at 18, that was my first flight. I was like, oh, I'm a big grown up now. I'm catching a flight by myself, you know? So I think that it's important for us to expose ourselves to different cultures. And that's the only way we're going to have empathy and sympathy for other people's tracks in life. At least that's what I feel, right? So, and let's go to the fifth and final question. Like I said, I wasn't going to hold you that long. So the fifth question would be, what are your long-term goals in the travel industry? And how do you plan to achieve those?
Okay, my long-term goal is to eventually get to the place where I'm doing travel full time. Because I know no matter what's going on, people are going to find a way to travel.
Yes, ma'am.
Like I say, when I was younger, I started traveling, probably flying and everything, since when I was a teenager, like early teenager, because my mom didn't want to limit my abilities to go, and she didn't want me to get to the place where I was an adult married with children and couldn't go.
Right. Right.
During the summer,
like an awesome lady.
Yeah, during the summer, my mom would pack me up, and I would fly to visit one of my relatives in a different state, so that I could get to know different people. Yes, and to see different things. But my long-term goal is to do that and to do it full time. To reach the highest level. I haven't completely understood what that is, but from what I've been seeing in the trainings that are offered, you can really go far. And I can live anywhere and still do my job.
Do this business. Yes.
And because I love lying on the beach, I could be on the beach and I could still be assisting and helping somebody else.
Yes.
So I'm so excited about it.
You should be. And I will tell you that that's what we call the Wi-Fi lifestyle or laptop lifestyle. And every country I've been to since I've been in the business, since 2018, I've conducted business, right? As long as I have Wi-Fi and a device, I can conduct business. And I have in Nigeria, in the DR, in Jamaica, in Puerto Rico, in Hawaii. Like I've conducted in Dubai, I've conducted business everywhere I've gone, right? And so that's the beauty of having a business that is not attached to a building, right? I know now we have the since the pandemic, folks are like working from home, but the drawback for me personally, my opinion, in the work from home is they're still controlling your day, right? Is your light on? You didn't answer the phone quick enough. Like it's, it's a lot of still control. Now they're controlling inside your home, right? So with this business, you literally can, first of all, it's a business, it's not a job. So you control how much or how little you work, right? So I definitely, Arleen, you can definitely reach whatever height in the business you want to. Just the little bit of background information I have on you, you are the kind of person that can definitely reach whatever height, whether it's directorship or whatever it is, right? You can definitely do that, right? And then like you said, everybody wants to travel. Like even during the pandemic, what were people saying? I'll be glad. I'll be glad when the borders open so I can get out of here, right? So
Yes.
everybody wanted, and I was the crazy person that actually traveled during the pandemic. I took 2 out of the country trips in 2020. I traveled in 2021 and 2022 and 2023, but during 2020, I left the country twice, right? And so the cool thing about that was like, oh my God, the plane wasn't empty. I wasn't by myself. Right. There was other people that was also traveling, right? And so my goal is similar to yours. I would like to live somewhere close to the beach. I vitamin C does good for me. You understand? I love the sea, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we both have some of the same goals. So again, ladies and gentlemen, my business partner's name is Arleen Jones, right? She is on multiple social media platforms. And so Arleen, if you want to give people your handle, or how they can reach you, you can do that.
Okay. You can reach me on Facebook and TikTok, also
What's
on
your name on
Instagram.
Facebook?
It is the same on all social
All of
medias.
them. Perfect.
Arleen, Arleen, last name is Jones, Jones.
Okay, perfect.
All social medias.
All social media, and guys, so you can, if you would like to book travel with her inbox is wide open, right? If you would like to join Arleen in business, her inbox is wide open, right? And when you have access to Arleen, you have access to me. When you have access to me, you have access to my coach, right? So you will never ever be alone and not know how to do this business. So remember, her name is Arleen Jones. You can find her on Facebook, TikTok, and all the other platforms under that. And she made it real simple for everybody. It is Arleen Jones, right? So, and I would be remiss not to end this interview with saying, if you're interested, remotely interested in learning how you too can make travel your business, we invite you to go to the travelagentworkshop.com, right? And then you can use the sponsor ID code Blissful Travel, right? So you go to travelagentworkshop.com. This is where Arleen went. So she saw me on TikTok, but she also saw the information in the workshop, right? So you go to the workshop, you get the information, and you can do what you will with that information. Most folks, if you're already traveling, if you want to travel, if you thought about traveling, you need to go to the travelagentworkshop.com. And my sponsor ID code is Blissful Travel. So Arleen, with that, ma'am, I really appreciate you, and I honor you for taking time out of your day to interviewing with me. And we shall chit chat a little bit later.
Great. Thank you. It has been my pleasure.
Thank you so much.